Oh,
just
you know
saying
what?
that
I'm not
about
on
you.
ultra. Let me just change it to high graphics so that way it's a little less taxing on the stream.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that because last time I changed the settings,
Oh God.
it took like 5 minutes for the game to load back up,
Oh my
which it
God.
shouldn't take that long, but
Oops. Oh my God, I'm so bad at everything.
okay, I think we're almost ready here.
I'm making a mess in.
You know what? I'm on this load screen, but I don't care. Hello and welcome to Do's and Tamriel, episode 20. That's a milestone, right? Episode 20?
Yeah.
It seems good enough for me. So,
Hello.
I am Scarydrew, and here with me is Scarydoo.
Scarydoo.
And I'm on a load screen.
Scarydoo in the house.
Because I remembered last episode that the stream was looking a lot better, but oh, there we go. We're good. We're good. The stream was looking a lot better, but I felt like having it on ultra settings for the stream was not going to give it the most fluid video. So I just turned my graphics from ultra to high. And last time I did that, I did it from, I think, medium up to high. And it took like 5 minutes for the load screen to go away. So this one went a little bit quicker. I guess
Nice.
lowering your graphics is not as time consuming. But
random thought of the moment, by the way.
hmm.
Every time we do the show, I realize that like every show I promise to post like 4 things to the Twitter account, and I don't.
Oh, we never do. I think that's expected of us.
I should, yeah, but I should listen to the episodes. So should I want to show people?
Oh, and I am unprepared. I don't think I even need to say that. Well, I'll get to that. I'll get to that later in the show. But I need.
Mind your business and
yeah,
like it.
I'm gonna need to pull something up later to talk about. So today we are going to a place that I already forgot yet again.
Shrine of Saint
Shrine of
Veloth?
yes, Shrine the Shrine. Oh, you can travel to me. I'm just running on my own
I didn't
here.
know you were ready. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just started running from the way shrine.
See, this is why I'm disorganized, and then I get mildly jokingly blamed for it.
So
I get defensive.
On the last episode, we discovered that Magistrix Vox was formerly the assistant to the head of the School of Magic Shadastula. Although I don't... Is it a school of magic, or is it just a school in general? Either way.
I think it's...
It is a school of magic because that thing that we read said that was asking if they're affiliated with the Mages Guild specifically. And they were saying, no, of course not. That's ridiculous. So we learned that Magistrix Vox was, in fact, part of the school, I believe the assistant to the headmaster, if you will. And we can go ahead and start moving this way.
Uh-huh.
And then the episode before, we had just rescued Selphora from Magistrix Vox, who is the leader of the Malborn, is from what I can tell, and is the source of the plague, the Lodos plague. And as you know from prior episodes, as we've gone through Deshaun, we have slowly but surely beaten back the Malborn and conquered them from one town to another, which has left them kind of in shambles. And so the purpose in Shadastula was for the Magistrix Vox to use a... What was that? The stone of something or some crystal or some shard of something. I forget what it was called, that they had basically hidden in the depths of the school Shadastula. And it can be used to control people's minds. And so that was how... There's a dark anchor. That was how Magistrix Vox was trying to rebuild his army of Malborn, was by simply using that to control people's minds, which we successfully thwarted. And then the episode before that was where we went to...
Dark anchoring?
No, we'll go ahead and...
You just pointed it out just to tease.
Okay, well, let's go. We can go do the dark anchor while I talk. So before that was in Selphora, where it turned out that the mayor or the leader of Selphora, the little village, was apparently not going to cooperate with the Malborn, and therefore Magistrix Vox had basically done some evil magics there, and so we put a stop to that as well, which they still were pretty devastated by everything. They lost like half their population, but we kept the devastation from spreading. So
but they'll get over it.
Today, we continue on that journey to chase after the Magistrix Vox, as I am getting my ass handed to me here.
You gotta fix your stuff.
I know. You know what? Just for the sake of time, because before the show, I realized, oh crap, we did not in fact get Scarydoo over there caught up on the quest that she was behind on.
Yeah.
So two of them actually turned out that she just didn't turn in the last quest. That just where you walk outside the. She was standing right there at the end of the show. It's it's part my fault because usually by the end of the show I don't say okay, just turn the quest in here. But anyways,
it's hard for me to follow.
And
okay,
then
now I won't move. That's fun.
The rest of it was going back to Selphora because she couldn't do that quest because she didn't talk to Almalexia at the end of the Mournhold quest.
I don't want to talk to fucking bitch-ass Almalexia.
I cannot hold that against you whatsoever.
Yeah,
that is completely understandable.
Deal with it, Slags. I don't want to fucking talk to her.
So I went ahead and did that, and just on the note of me almost dying here during this Dark Anchor, I played that damn sorcerer of hers for, 10 minutes getting through all that, and I was dropping shit like flies. I don't know what's wrong with my Dragon Knight. I'm going to maybe after the show get myself some better gear, make some adjustments, because that sorcerer, and I know part of it.
Save your crappy soul.
Well, and part of it is understandable in the sense that you use a pet build with your sorcerer, which in 1.6, or no, not in.
Oh, I leveled.
Whatever update was the champion system and all that, they vastly improved the strength of pet builds for sorcerers. So part of it is that you're just using one of the more powerful builds right now. And you have your, the typical crystal shards and skills like that.
Yeah, but I accidentally just let off my frigging ultimate, right?
I'm sorry.
And it was up to like 500.
I see it over there.
Damn it.
But aside from that, I just feel, especially for a Dragon Knight, I just feel in general underpowered. I wasn't surprised to find that your character was so easy to play, and I don't mean to say easy to play, but does so much damage. Things were easy to kill. But this Dragon Knight, like I don't know enough about the Dragon Knight skills and what are the meta skills, if you will. I don't know where you're at.
I'm coming.
Oh, okay.
Chill, I can see your crown now, so it helps.
Yeah, there's a quest here, but we'll ignore that for the sake of...
Oh, I'll ignore it even if we take it, because I suck at quests. I just want to say, so far this episode, I look like an idiot. I didn't finish my quests. I took out my ultimate. And if you catch the lovely recorded video, I thought I could stealthily, stick my finger into my eyeball and get an eyelash out, and it didn't look stealthy at all. It looked really gross, like I was staring at it and stuff. So I just have no class.
We got a way shrine we can discover up here.
And
so, okay, so let's get right into the dues news.
Okay, let's not talk about
So in the dues news...
Who was it that told us we'll eventually get it?
Oh, I'll get to that later.
Oh, yeah, you gotta do that too. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you gotta ruin everything.
I'm just kidding. God, nobody else knows.
I know, I'm just kidding. So in the dues news, I almost went to the wrong place.
Oh my god.
Don't you start with me.
Okay. I'll finish with you. I don't know.
Well, I'll be damned. There's yet another way shrine over here. That seems like pretty close together for two way shrines. Look at this on the map.
Oh wow.
Look at this right here.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Look at these two way shrines. I understand one's across the water, but it's a pretty short swim. That seems a little excessive on the way shrines. I don't want to run that extra 30 feet. It'd probably take you longer on the load screen than to just run there. But let's go discover it anyways, because it never hurts to have the way shrines unlocked.
I don't understand the emoticons that happen on Twitch. Okay, anyway.
You can get custom ones, I think.
Yeah, somehow when I do a sad face, it's a gorilla face.
How appropriate. It's the Shrine of Saint Veloth way shrine.
That is appropriate.
Yes. And
it sounds a little redundant with the shrine in it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Shrine.
So, let's get into the dues news here. And... Yes. And that would be mainly two things. One, player housing. They did say they're working on it. I think they kind of said that. They alluded to it. Somebody had asked, I forget where, about whether or not they were getting ready to buy the game, and they were curious if there were custom player housing and custom guild housing that you could create in the game, which no, there's not. But they did say that is something they'd like to put into the game. And I think they said that's something we want to put in the game soon. So I didn't think that was anywhere in the near future, but they didn't give any timeline. But it is possible that we may see this in the next 6 months or so. I highly doubt it. I think maybe it's not soon. or maybe they want it in the game soon, but they're not
maybe-
necessarily going to have it in the game soon.
Maybe they want to shut you up about when am I getting some cool stuff.
Oh, that's right. This guy, the ghost, is Saint Veloth. So now this is the vestige of Saint Veloth. We met him, I believe, in Selphora, and now we're encountering him again. Restore my reliquary. I'm glad I don't have to read this. This is hard words. So, okay. So anyways, in the dues news, the player housing hopefully will come soon. I don't think it will, but we'll see what happens with that. But the good news is that before it wasn't really an issue of it'll be around eventually. It seemed like before it was something that they're like, yeah, we do want to put it in the game, but that's not something we're working on. Whereas now it sounds like they are actually working on it, and just no timeline as to when it'll actually come to the game. So I don't want to say 100% that they confirmed they're working on it, but that's what it sounded like. So that's good news.
We have somebody in the chat called Patty
Killin.
And they're a noob too.
Oh, this is the show for you. We are the most casual newbie pieces of crap you will ever.
Especially me. I don't even know how to play games. Look at what Smiter of Slag says. He's doing a nice explain like I'm 5. I'll read it. I'll give you a quick rundown, Patty. Almalexia has a butt like a peach, and her mouth ruins her otherwise splendid existence. But for the pact, I actually. You know what? I can get behind. No pun intended. I can get behind all of that. Her mouth does ruin it, but all right, her butt shows, so there's that.
Okay, we got to go speak to the priest D-Line.
Coming.
Which actually we got to find the reliquary stones first. So there's a reliquary stone. Okay, so the other piece of dues news, I heard a little bit about it on Elder Scrolls Off the Record. I heard a little bit more about it on Tales of Tamriel. And there's Priest Dylene.
She looks odd.
Oh, yep, here's Magistrix Vox opening Daedric portals again. Okay, how can we help? We can close the portals. Simple enough. Okay, so we just got to kill the people next to the portals. And did you accept that quest there?
Yes, I did.
Okay, the other piece of dues news was the controversy regarding the canceled accounts that were purchased from a third-party vendor that were legitimately purchased, yet the third-party vendor was not legitimately selling them. They
sold it out of their trunk.
Essentially, yes, essentially they did, in the sense that they had purchased the game with a stolen credit card and then sold them on this third-party website. When I was listening to Elder Scrolls Off the Record, they were kind of breaking the news as it was happening, so they didn't have time to research it in depth. They essentially were saying that's terrible, that sucks for those that it happened to, and there was really no misinformation on there. Tales of Tamriel, I think they were saying something about Green Man Gaming, which is actually, and I might have misheard because I listened to it at work and I don't often pay full attention, but
you're also working. I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, and they had referenced Green Man Gaming, which is actually on the list of, and you can find it on ElderScrollsOnline.com or on Reddit. Actually has a copied and pasted version.
And you can remind them that you're over 18 about 12 fucking times.
Yes, they fucking age gate. But you can find the list of the approved verified third-party sellers. Green Man Gaming was in fact on the list of verified sellers, which
both failed to jump over that wall.
Which actually, that's not to take any flack away from Green Man Gaming, because there's actually a controversy right now with The Witcher 3 that the same thing happened with The Witcher 3 copies that were sold on there.
Because of the third parties.
Yes, okay. And also it's not just a third party; it's a third party that I believe is in Norway. So it's not like you have, the same laws as America. Different countries. Obviously, that's where you get torrent hosting sites and stuff like that. So there are definitely risks to purchasing from a website that is run in a foreign country like that. That's not to say that if it was in like Great Britain or something that it'd be that big of a concern, but there are certain places that have much more relaxed laws on this type of thing. and obviously they're not going to be tried in a criminal court in the U.S. if they're not running from, if they're not running their business in the U.S. As far as I know, I don't want to sound like I'm a business legal expert.
Yeah, he's secretly a copyright lawyer. No, but, he's not.
Anyway, so from what I could gather in the limited research I did, is it's mostly G2A, I believe, is the website.
Not GTA 5.
No, not GTA 5, but G2A is, I believe, the website. And
games to ass. I'm sorry.
And it appears that what happened is all of the copies, and I believe this is according to G2A, so who knows if they're telling the truth or not. But it seems that all of their copies that they sold were genuine, legit copies. But they're a website like Amazon. You're not necessarily buying from Amazon. There are other sellers on Amazon. And on G2A, there is a marketplace of private sellers. And if you had purchased it through them, now G2A apparently offers an insurance policy for like an extra $1 or $2, whatever. And in which case, if it does turn out that your game was bought with a fraudulent credit card or whatever the case may be, they will refund your money minus the insurance.
I think that's really smart for them to do that. Just a side note, considering that they do have third-party game sellers.
The fourth party. They themselves are the third-party seller, and then it's a fourth-party seller.
Yeah.
So
they're protecting themselves and the customers and keeping their good reputation. Stop clawing at my chair.
And it concerned me when I was listening to Tales of Tamriel, because I said, oh shit, I bought my Grand Theft Auto copy on Green Man Gaming.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope that doesn't end up getting, where I have to rebuy the game. And yes, you could probably go to them and say, hey, look, I had well, G2A probably not, because they offer the insurance for this very reason. So I doubt they would refund your money if you didn't have the insurance. But, I think in a lot of these cases, these larger third-party websites that are more well-known, more used, I can't speak for them, but I'm guessing that if you raised enough hell with customer service or whatever, that you could probably get your money back for it. But that's where the controversy comes in for ZeniMax, is that there's a lot of people on Reddit, which take that with a grain of salt. It's freaking Reddit. But there's a lot of people on Reddit upset, feeling like, and I thought that ZeniMax actually did the right thing in this case. That you're not going to lose your character. You're not going to lose any.
That is really nice.
Account data. All it means is that.
Oh my god! Can you all see this Khajiit right now? I'm sorry, Sissy climbed up the back of.
That's adorable.
I don't know. She's like the wimpiest cat, and she just started doing this yesterday. It's really funny.
It's because that's her chair. She loves sitting in that chair, and if it's occupied, she's gonna find one way or another.
She's hella pissed that I'm sitting in her chair. She's so pissed. Okay, sorry. Anyways.
No, you're fine.
I agree with you that they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, because
they're compromising.
You're basically, your account is now. It's essentially the same as if you had played for the free weekend. You get your character, you play for the free weekend. Now you will no longer have access to the game because you haven't purchased it. Should you purchase the game, you will have access to all the same account information that you had before, the same character, everything like that. But the downside means that you bought the game from a illegitimate source. And
hold on a sec, don't go into combat just for a minute. Or you can still do it, but I'm showing this idiot Khajiit on
I totally missed what this guy said, and that's completely my fault.
That's completely my
Master Aaron is sending us to go find some Daedra or something. I totally can't. If you can talk to this guy and tell me what he said.
Be right over, and yes, I will do so. I'm sorry, I was showing off Sissy the Khajiit on the back of my chair because it's funny. I'm sorry if I moved around with my mic incidentally. Oh boy, I got into combat quite by accident there. I'm coming. I just gotta kill this thing.
I'm coming your way.
Sorry.
So,
Jesus, you're wiggling my chair.
There's a couple of interesting angles to this. One is to say that ZeniMax.
Okay,
and ZeniMax, no, you're not responsible for this. You're not at all responsible for a copy of the game being purchased with a stolen credit card and then sold fourth party on a third party website. You're in no position to refund these people's money. You already are refunding the money to the credit card holder with the stolen credit card, from what I understand. So you would essentially be refunding 2 games worth for every person affected.
Give me a sec. What did I miss?
Probably this thing over here. Did you grab the one over here?
I think I didn't. I thought that they applied to both of us. And now I'm in combat again. Don't hate me. I'm sorry.
No, you got to find the a Saint Asunder. You can make that your main quest, and then go to the white quest markers, and I'll try to heal you before you die over there.
Combat zone before I...
Come over towards me here. I'm healing you.
Where?
You're fine. I'm healing you.
Okay, a Saint Asunder. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I just missed a couple. There's a few of these.
A couple?
I'm sorry.
Oh my gee.
What?
I'm gonna have to. It's not your fault entirely. I'm gonna have to start telling you what quest we're on so that you can set it as the target quest.
Yeah, that, and also I was trying to collect the things, and I think it lagged for a sec, and it wouldn't let me. And I assumed that it was collecting it for both of us.
Oh, no.
It did come up on my screen, and so I think it was the lag that made me think it was.
Don't speed through this quest text if you're going to talk to this guy up here.
I will not. Wait, where am I? Who am I? Oh,
after you collect them. I thought you were going up to the guy. I didn't know there was more.
So I have plenty of shit to collect, I think. Hold on.
So there's something to be said for that. ZeniMax isn't responsible for A, losing the money for the initial game purchase, and then B, also refunding money to a person who was, taken advantage of by this.
Right. Especially if they have a comprehensive list of, this is the one that I thought I fucking, it was just a lag. Especially if, I'm sorry, I was just going to say, especially if they have a comprehensive list of where you can buy it.
And I don't know how readily available that was beforehand.
Yeah.
Obviously now it is because of the situation, but I understand an aspect of, it's a good PR move that if you take the small financial hit, and but how much good PR is that? Is it worth it?
You don't want to reward.
There's also and I get it, because some people were saying, look, you're a multi-million-dollar company. You can take this hit and it would look really good as a company. Well, how good? Like, I mean, yes, it'll look good, but to how many people? How much more business is that going to drive in?
Me. I said that shit about the Crown Store and got bitched out.
Well, either way.
I'm kidding.
And also, there's the aspect of...
And don't blow me. I was just kidding.
How are you going to verify that every one of these people was not, in fact, themselves purchasing the game with a stolen credit card? Maybe they were the ones using the stolen credit card. Who knows, and then you're going to refund everybody.
Here we go. I'm going to talk to the guy, so...
Yeah, please let me know what he says.
Yeah, here.
You can just read it out loud. Go ahead.
That's what I was going to do. Beware, Daedra assailed this humble shrine, and I'm going to reply, I have several pieces of Saint Veloth's reliquary. He says, Saint bless you, but we have an even bigger problem. In all the chaos, we just discovered that the Saint's holy skull is missing. Oh, snap.
Oh, boy. I'm glad you read that, because that's important.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. We'd be like, why are we collecting this fucking skull? I don't know. There was a quest marker. One of my priests saw a Daedroth carry it off, and we must recover it. And I say, I'll find Saint Veloth's skull, because I'm always volunteering to do other people's shit for them. Acolyte Helen. It's like Helen without the first E. On the trail of the Daedroth that took it. That person is on the trail of the Daedroth that took it. I saw him follow the thing toward the western crypts. Now please hurry before that beast damages our holy relic. And real quick, I just wanted to throw out there as well, this made me laugh, that Patty Killen was saying that they feel old because they have to scroll all the way to 1985 on the age wall thing, whatever it's called. And yes, Tiny Cat. Sorry, I'm checking.
They should have it default to the average age demographic of the player base, so that those people in that age range have the least amount of scrolling to do. Because I can relate as a 1986er.
Oh, I know. That's what I was saying too. I'm like, yeah, I hear you. I feel old too. It's, it is annoying. Hold on, my camera is angled weird. There we go.
So, are you talking about Patty Killen was asking about an add-on. Are you talking about the one that shows the scrolling damage that's on my screen? Because that one is... Oh, crap. I gotta... Hold on.
Wait, what is
it? It is Combat Cloud. Combat Cloud is the add-on you want for it to show every time you do a skill or an ability, it'll scroll up on your screen and tell you how much damage you did, all colorful and nice. And then also there's a lore book here that I'm going to read, and it's actually Before the Ages of Man, Merethic Era. So
guess I better
it's a little long.
Yes, it is. Guess I better get ready to dance.
But this will kind of set up a little bit of the history of Tamriel. Before the Ages of Man, the Merethic Era, by Icantar of Shimmerine. The Merethic Era was figured by early Nord scholars as a series of years numbered in reverse order backward from their beginning of time, quote-unquote. The founding of the Camoran dynasty, recorded as year 0 of the First Era, the founding of the Camoran dynasty, recorded as year 0 of the First Era. The prehistoric events of the Merethic Era are listed here with their traditional Nord Merethic dates. The earliest Merethic date cited by King Harald's scholars was ME 2500. I'm assuming the ME stands for Merethic, the Nord reckoning of the first year of time. As such, the Merethic Era extends from ME 2500 in the distant past to ME 1, the year before the founding of the Camoran dynasty, and the establishment of the White Gold Tower as an independent city-state. That's relevant because the next content to come out is the Imperial City, which will have the White Gold Tower, but I don't believe they are releasing the White Gold Tower with Imperial City. That's just at the heart of Imperial City is the White Gold Tower in Cyrodiil. It is the very center of Tamriel. According to King Harald's bards, ME 2500 was the date of construction of the Adamantine Tower on Balfiera Island in High Rock, the oldest known structure of Tamriel. This corresponds roughly to the earliest historical dates given in various unpublished Elven chronicles. During the early Merethic Era, the aboriginal beast peoples of Tamriel, the ancestors of the Khajiit, Argonians, Orcs, and other beast folk, lived in pre-literate communities throughout Tamriel. In the Middle Merethic Era, the Aldmeri refugees, mortals of Elven origin, left their doomed, now lost continent of Aldmeris, also known as Old Elnafey, and settled in southwestern Tamriel. The first colonies were distributed at wide intervals on islands among the entire coast of Tamriel. Later inland settlements were founded primarily in fertile lowlands in southwest and central Tamriel. Wherever the beast folk encountered the elves, the sophisticated, literate, technologically advanced Aldmeri cultures displaced the primitive beast folk into jungles, marshes, mountains, and wastelands. This is why I do not like the Aldmeri Dominion. The Adamantine Tower was rediscovered and captured by the Durini, a prominent and powerful Aldmeri clan. They built a Crystal Tower on Somerset Isle and later the White Gold Tower in Cyrodiil. During the Middle Merethic Era, Aldmeri explorers mapped the coasts of Vardenfell, building the first era High Elven wizard towers at Ald Redania, Balfell, Tel Arun, and Tel Mora in Morrowind. It was also during this period that Ayleid, Wild Elven, settlements flourished in the heartlands surrounding White Gold Tower, in present-day Cyrodiil. Wild Elves, also known as Heartland High Elves, the Ayleid, preserved the Dawn-era magics and language of the Elnafey. Ostensibly a tributary to the High King of Alinor, the Heartland's long lines of communication from the Somerset Isle sovereignty effectively isolated Cyrodiil from the High Kings at Crystal Tower. The late Middle Merethic Era is the period of the High Velothi culture. The Chimer, or Chimer, ancestors of the modern Dunmer, or Dark Elves, were dynamic, ambitious, long-lived elven clans devoted to fundamentalist ancestor worship. The Chimer clans followed the Prophet Veloth. The Prophet Veloth. Here we go. This is relevant. The Chimer clans followed the Prophet Veloth out of the ancestral elven homeland. See, I didn't know that this relates to what's it called? The exodus of the elves. So okay, that's right. Okay, Veloth, yes, okay, and that's how the elves ended up in Morrowind and everywhere else. So the Chimer clans followed the prophet Veloth out of the ancestral elven homelands in the southwest to settle in the lands now known as Morrowind, like I was just saying. Despising the secular culture and profane practices of the Dwemer, the Chimer also coveted the lands and resources of the Dwemer, and for centuries provoked them with minor raids and territorial disputes. The Dwemer, dwarves, free-thinking, reclusive elven clans devoted to the secrets of science, engineering, and alchemy, established underground cities and communities in the mountain range, later the Velothi Mountains, separating modern Skyrim and Morrowind. This is very informative. The late Merethic Era marks the precipitous decline of Velothi culture. Some Velothi settled in villages near declining and abandoned ancient Velothi towers. During this period, Velothi high culture disappeared on Vardenfell Island. The earliest Dwemer freehold colonies date from this period. Degenerate Velothi devolved into tribunal cultures which, in time, either evolved into modern great houses of Morrowind or persisted as the barbarian Ashlander tribes. So that's where you get the genesis of the dark elf structure of the great houses and the Ashlanders who kind of went against the grain as far as the great houses go. The only surviving traces of this tribal culture are scattered Velothi towers and Ashlander nomads on Vardenfell Island. The original First Era High Elven wizard towers along the coast of Tamriel were also abandoned around this time. In the late Merethic era, pre-literate humans, the so-called Nedic people, migrated from the continent of Atmora, which is north of Tamriel, also Atmora or Altmora or the Elderwood in Aldmeris, and settled in northern Tamriel. The Nord culture hero Isgramor, leader of a great colonizing fleet to Tamriel, is credited with developing a runic transcription of Nord speech based on Elven principles, and so Isgramor is considered the first human historian. Isgramor's fleet landed on Sarek Head at the extreme northern tip of Skyrim's Broken Cape. The Nords built the legendary city of Sarthal there. The elves drove the men away during the Night of Tears, but Isgramor soon returned with his 500 companions. That you'll hear a lot about when you play Skyrim, Isgramor and his 500 companions. Also during the late Merethic era, a legendary immortal hero, warrior, sorcerer, and king, variously known as Pelinal, Whitestrake, Harald Harry Breeks, Ismir, and Hans the Fox, wandered Tamriel. He gathered armies, conquered lands, ruled them, and then abandoned his kingdom so he could wander again. So that's pretty interesting stuff there. That's some of the very genesis of modern-day Tamriel, if you will, which, I mean, even this Tamriel is not modern-day compared to Skyrim. It's 1,000 years prior, but essentially there's not a huge difference between this Tamriel and the Tamriel of Skyrim, whereas the pre-Merethic Tamriel and current Tamriel is very much so different. Here's the last Daedric portal we have to close here. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Couple things I forgot I muted.
It's okay.
I don't... No, I'm not. Are you sure?
No, you're not now. You were. Now you are. Oh, there you go. You're good. So for your typing.
Huh?
For your typing.
I don't recall doing so, though, is more my point.
I'm sorry.
I hope I haven't been muted for very long. I think Slugs would have said something. So anyways, here, I'll let you read what this guy has to say.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Patty wants to know what mics we're using, so I will say that we are using the Blue Yeti. Any other details on that, do you?
They're awesome microphones.
Yeah. He says he likes to geek out on mics, and this is where you can do it. Thanks
here,
to...
hold on a second. Let me just get the webcam here. I'll show.
Yeah. This is partly thanks to Smiter of Slugs. We had a Kickstarter, and this person...
It's not showing up very clearly, but it
actually likes us.
It says blue. I can't get it to not be fuzzy. It does say blue, though, I promise. It's a really... Oh, I just dropped my vape pen.
That's like a constant thing in our lives. Oh, I just dropped my vape pen. Wait, clank. Oh, I just dropped my vape pen.
All right, so we're following the Daedroth down into the crypt.
I wanted to say... I got sidetracked by the mic thing.
Something about Merethic something or other?
No. Oh, well, regarding the book, I gotta compliment you. You've gotten a hell of a lot better and more natural, and at reading the lore books, it doesn't feel as long.
Here's the Daedroth, so let's go ahead and ultimate him.
I can ultimate this fool.
And he'll drop like a fly.
We didn't even need it,
well, it was easier to read that because a lot of the harder words to read I'm actually very familiar with in Elder Scrolls lore.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're getting them hard words.
And here's Saint Veloth's skull, and as we read, Saint Veloth is the one who led the elves out of their homeland of the Somerset Isles, and that in fact I can pull that up on the map here, I believe. So this down here. Next to Auradon, to the southwest of Auradon, this, I believe, is the Somerset Isles. This is where all elves originated from. And then due to persecution or something, some sort of religious freedom that they were looking for, I forget the details, they basically left there, went to Auradon and all these other lands of the Aldmeri Dominion, and that's where you get the High Elves of the Aldmeri Dominion. That's where you get the Aliads from. That's where you get the Dark Elves of Morrowind, all spawning way, 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 way back to the Merethic area where they were in the Somerset Isles. And it was the Prophet Veloth who led them out of there. So we're going to take his skull. And if I have any information on that incorrect, I do apologize. Did you get the skull there?
I did.
Okay, let's move on out.
I actually fucking did. I'm sorry I talked away from the mic for a minute. There will be times where I forgot to get close enough to my mic, but most of it should be a little better.
Oh, he's saying his time is running out.
Oh boy. Oh, chill.
Okay, we got to take it to the dais. Oh, and now the reliquaries that we picked up.
To be honest, I really wish he was a headless ghost. I understand that his ghost should have a head, but I don't care.
Looks like Magistrix Vox is about to be foiled again. Oh.
Let me know when you have a sec.
Looks like Magistrix Vox's purpose this whole time has been to return the world of Tamriel back to an older time where they worshipped the good Daedra. Yeah, we will delay no longer. We're going to help you out, bud. Even though you're...
I'm sorry. Give me just a sec here. You need to hear this. Patty is saying that our mics sound really good. And I was saying, you know, hey, it's all thanks to Slags and some fans and blah, blah, blah. And Slag says, Patty, listen to the old episodes before the Blue Yeti.
Oh, my God.
Tiff sounds like Carol Ann from 80s Poltergeist.
Yes,
she
yes.
was stuck in the TV, except he said stuck, which is a funny new word.
Also, I don't know if anybody noticed.
What does the Vox say? God
Yes,
damn it,
I said that. Yes, but I'm taking credit for that because I said that last episode.
I thought I said that.
We probably both did.
Honestly, we're the same person. Whoever said it, we both
I
said
forgot to mention, if anybody's noticed that I am wearing these giant headphones now. Very nice.
Yeah.
These are my old World of Warcraft headset, the Creative Sound Blaster World. I'm sorry, my phone just buzzed. I forgot to put it on silent. My World of Warcraft Creative Sound Blaster headset, which was way overpriced, but I was a huge World of Warcraft junkie at the time. And it still works just fine. It's wireless, which is nice for the show. I don't have the cord hanging down getting in my way. So the other thing, and I haven't tested this yet, but let me try it now, actually.
Oh, God, are you going to do the voice?
I'm going to try, because I don't know if it only works with the mic, because I'm not using, obviously, the microphone on the headset. But it's possible that this will still work. Let's see, game audio. Testing. Test. I can't hear myself. This is not working. Do I sound like I have a deep voice all of a sudden? Maybe Slags or
You sound exactly the same.
Patty. Oh, okay. So this will apparently only work if I'm using the headset microphone, which
seems to make the most sense, to be honest.
Yeah, and you know, if it ever comes to be relevant to the show to do a neat little voice mod, I may just switch over to that microphone real quick and do it. But
there are people who do it better, but let's do it.
Okay, let's go ahead and throw the reliquary pieces. Oh, there we go.
I was telling them earlier, and yes, we were talking about the damn weather in the chat, how I'm jealous of, they're both from the UK, I'm jealous of their beautiful UK clouds and rain. While
as long as it's not Houston.
Dry here. No, not that kind of rain. They're in the UK, I said. That's not where Houston is.
The UK?
God damn it. I also want to add, by the way, and yes, I finished the quest, thank God. I actually did a thing. That I tried to jumping jacks while you were reading that lore book, and I forgot my glasses on the coffee table. And I'm in a wired headset, so it's a little harder. And I can't see the TV to see if I was in the frame, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't. So I gave
you were at the beginning, and then you weren't.
I was, but I noticed on the stream that the chat was covering it, so I tried to get around, and it didn't. I couldn't, and I was kind of struggling there. I'm trying to find you.
So it looks like Magistrix Vox stole Saint Veloth's hammer, which I'm going to actually restart the dialogue here. Judgment is the name of the hammer, which actually sounds like the Mace of Molag Bal. It says when Judgment falls, Judgment being the name of the hammer, Vox kills her target and traps its soul. That's what the Mace of Molag Bal does, is it traps souls. So he's going to protect us from the hammer because it's his hammer, so he's able to give us a special magic protection from the hammer, killing us and stealing our soul. But it will send us to where the other souls are trapped. So we can free the souls and and another shield that I can't use because we're a little under-leveled. We need to level up a little bit.
I'm level 21. So
Okay, so we completed a Saint Asunder.
my character can drink. Legally in
And
the
let's go
US.
ahead and turn in this to Priest Dylene. The Daedric portals are
Already done.
closed. Well, I'm glad we helped. Thank you for your 98 septums.
Hey, how much did the Yeti mics cost? They were asking. I forget.
$125 a piece on Amazon.
Yes, and then the rest of the Kickstarter went toward my fancy desk setup because
Yes.
I was using the TV, which was bad and really.
Yeah, because even with these mics, it wouldn't have solved the echo problem.
No, it was a
Well,
combo of lovely things.
What alternative we could have done, because we were sitting right next to each other, because I'm right next to the TV, is we could have used one Yeti mic and shared it in the middle of the two of us.
We did,
but
think
it
about
actually it gives kind of a bathroomy sound, like you're in a bathroom, echoey. Like our voices wouldn't echo like on Poltergeist.
Obviously, I'm doing the show from the toilet installed in our living room. What are you talking about?
I don't understand where we're supposed to go track down Magistrix Vox.
I already did it. I thought. No?
Yeah, but we're supposed to still go find the hammer, and I don't have a
Talk
quest
to
for that.
Veloth here?
Yeah, but where's the next quest?
Oh, I see what you're
Oh, it says we're urgently needed at Eidolon's Hollow, and fortunately enough, when we grabbed that excessive way shrine,
saying.
it said discovered that location, so we actually need to go this way.
Oh, he wants to. I'm sorry. Slags wants to know how much the.
Oh, the WoW headphone, about the same. I think it was about $120.
Which was silly. I remember getting those.
I thought I had them before.
I also
met you.
remember on Tuesdays when you were raiding, I would come visit and sit there and watch you raid for 2 hours, and I didn't.
Oh, I wish it was only Tuesdays.
Or, yeah, it was a few days a week.
It
but
was
if I'd come over,
4 days a week, 5 hours a day. I think what it was. Or
well,
4
that
hours
was
a day.
before me though. But I mean, when you got back
fair
into
enough.
it more casually, which
Yeah.
I think is around when you got those headphones. I mean, we were dating at that time. You were like, it was like 2 hour raids, and then more on weekends, I think. And boy, I couldn't talk during the raids. You were very
It's
busy.
a little bit different of an in-game beast than Elder Scrolls Online
Yeah,
has.
this
I could
one-
do the
I can
trials
talk,
with
I
my
just
eyes
fuck up the
closed.
quests. What?
I said I could do these trials with my eyes closed in this game.
With your eyes closed and your hands tied behind your back.
Well, I can chicken
your
peck with my
toes.
nose. I might be able to handle that.
You do have a nose for it.
I've used my nose before to swipe my phone if my other hand is occupied or something like that or whatever. I can't remember the situation, but
I've seen you do it just for fun.
because you can double tap the screen to pull up the lock screen if it's locked, and then Ancient Dwemer Scrolls of the Dwemer number 6.
Please admit how greasy that must have made your phone. Your greasy nose. I'm just kidding.
That's too long to read. Otherwise, I would, because we've read one of the other Ancient Drummer Skulls before. What did I just do that just made me glow? Why are my hands glowing like that? Okay, anyways. Are you ready?
No, hold on.
So, I think we covered the dues news. It's
I'm just, Patty's heading out, so bye, Patty. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, thanks for
joining
coming.
us.
You can find the show on YouTube and
Oh,
podcast form if you want to catch the rest of it.
Yeah, and I was adding, because Patty said they are not on Twitter with the times, which I understand it took me a while, but I did say feel free to join us in game too. We're never here, but
Yeah, you can just add us and
Scarydoo and Scarydrew.
things like that. So,
right,
yeah, I
anyways.
had a little bit more to say about the whole key credit card thing, but we don't need to go back into that. That's fine. It wasn't anything important, and it's already kind of past the moment.
Sorry. That's how this show goes sideways and upside down. Ooh, that is a cool outfit.
What? Oh, the Ordinator?
Yeah.
They're actually, I think they've put that in the Crown Store.
I think so,
Yep,
too. 'cause
the
it looks
Ordinator
very
armor pack is
familiar.
now in the Crown Store for 1,000
Oh, I
crowns.
have a shitload of leftover crowns, so
You
I.
can get it. It's a whole
I've
pack.
got-
It's got 3 different ones in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I might do that because that's a sweet outfit. I like the pack of costumes I have.
Mm-hmm.
Till Daedra.
Okay, so which one of these is this? The quest Ordinator Gorili? What do you need?
Huh?
Yes. This Ordinator here is referencing Magistrix Vox, so I believe this is the next quest.
I just had an extremely funny idea, but I don't want to share it and give it away, but I don't want to forget it either. So when you re-listen to this episode, somebody tell me that I had a very funny idea regarding Twitter. Somebody remind me.
Okay. I didn't hear anything you said.
Well, excuse me, I can't tell what in-game sounds you have. Smart bet.
Okay, so that sounds like a side quest more than anything, but maybe it's down here. Let's see if this quest down here is related to the hammer. What was it called again? Judgment.
I want a judgment.
There we go. Vox has some. Yeah, okay. This is all about stopping Magistrix Vox, so let's do all these quests.
I lost your crown.
I have the blessing.
You what?
Oh, I was just responding to the NPC here. I'll deal with Vox. Oh god, what lady? It's not Almalexia again, is it?
God damn it.
We have to sit by the campfire, so use the
Yes,
campfire.
that.
And yes, it's goddamn Almalexia.
She's gonna float. Hey, Slags, check out that butt. Is she wearing boots?
I don't know, but I'm zoomed way in on her butt cheeks.
Good. Oh, nice. Nice. You like that, Slags? Enjoying that? That Almalexia ass. It looks hilarious.
But for the pact.
But for the pact. But for the Slags in the pact.
So we got to destroy some wards. That's all I heard. I was distracted by making fun of her.
That was amazing.
Okay, strange lights emanate from three locations in the ruins above. Yep, okay. Okay, so we need to destroy the wards to confront Magistrix Vox.
Yep.
What does the Vox say? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. The two quests here are hilarious to side by side. Into the Mouth of Madness, a blow for order. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead.
That is hilarious.
Let's see if we can get up here. So let's see. You probably should have done this part of the quest in the next episode, but that's all right. We'll just do it real quick. I guess we could, but
I don't even know what time it is. Oh,
we started late,
about an hour.
so it's been about 50 minutes. You know what? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go ahead and we'll do
why
the
am
other.
I sitting? I don't even know what control I used to sit.
We'll do this other quest,
Why
which
do I
is
keep sitting?
I don't. It's probably a glitch because you were sitting next to the campfire.
That's amazing. I can walk. I can get up, and then as soon as I stop, I just
yeah,
pop
that
on the
it.
ground.
Yeah, it just glitched you out.
Wait,
It never
you
stopped
see
you
this
sitting.
fucking
No, on my screen you're fine.
Aw.
Where are you
Are
going?
you sure?
Yeah, you're standing.
Sure. Oh, you guys every time.
Oh, that's hilarious. I just looked over.
It looks like I'm lazy. It looks like I'm lazy and pouty. I'm taking a screenshot. That's.
So what we'll do is because it sounds like and based on the location of Deshawn, we're all the way on the other side of Deshawn now. So this is probably it for Magistrix Vox. I have a feeling that we're gonna conquer him in this quest. So we'll do the side quest, which is just to kill some Malborn and Daedra around here.
Oh, you moved. I was taking a screenshot. Oh well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
So we'll
I'm
just
gonna
kill
sit
a
by
bunch of these Malborns and these Daedras, the
Sitting
Banekins
by
and
a
stuff,
tree.
and finish off this quest, bash that healer. And once we do that quest, we'll wrap up the show, and then next week we'll finish off the Magistrix Vox and save Deshawn.
Almalexia's box. But for the pact.
What does the box say? Squish, 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 squish. Sorry.
God damn it.
Too much? I know.
Squish Almalexia's butt does not. It's bony. Ooh, lore book.
Is it anything interesting?
I don't know. I already closed.
Oh, Before the Ages of Man, Dawn Era. It's another one in a continuation of from before.
Oh my God! You need to hear this pun though.
What?
Biggest butt in Tamriel, Kim Kardashian.
God damn. Kim Kardashian.
That's hilarious.
That's
okay,
pretty
that one
good.
needs to go on Twitter
That's
and
pretty
start
good.
A new pun war because that's probably one of the better ones I've seen. Slags, you're a ridiculous human. That is too funny.
Like, I start thinking that, like, oh, I'm doing an okay amount of damage. This isn't bad. This could work. And then it's like, oh no, that's right. That's mostly your damage. It's not me at all.
Conversely, I start thinking there can't be any more ESO puns, and then somebody whips one out like that. Am I right?
We killed all the Maulborn we needed for the quest, but we need to kill these Daedra, these little Banekins.
No
So,
acknowledgement. No.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. I'll hear it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna kill two.
True.
We'll kill two more. We'll kill this group of Banekin up here, and then turn in the quests, and then we'll head into our final thoughts. Okay, there we go.
We need to do another cooking with Dudes and Tamriel soon.
Yes, we do, and maybe this weekend we will.
And drunk with Dudes and Tamriel.
We'll do the Almalexia's peach ice cream.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we gotta go grocery
Which
shop.
honestly, I think we'll just do it basic. We'll just make another batch of vanilla, and we'll throw some peaches in there.
I don't think so.
Okay, fine. We'll find a peach ice cream
also,
recipe.
my dad wants to know if you want to go fishing this weekend.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Okay, I just remembered. We don't have to. I just remembered, so I thought I'd ask. It's irrelevant to the show. It's relevant in that it depends on Almalexia's peach ice cream might be.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. That's fine. We should be able to do that. Nothing wrong with a little fishing. Might be kind of fun. Go out, have some beers, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
at 6:30 in the morning, have fun with that.
Oh yeah, no, I like doing that. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing something with my weekend, you know. And
yeah, well, and you like to fish. My dad loves to fish. I hate to fish. My dad will finally have a sort of child who wants to fish.
Okay, that was just a little side quest to help them out with their plight against the Magistrix Vox, but that was not part of the main quest line. But so. Next week, we will be here in Eidolon's Hollow, and we will put an end to the threat of Magistrix Vox. And so...
But what about the threat of Almalexia's peach?
that's... I don't even know what to say to that. So, dude, what are your final thoughts?
I'm very excited for Almalexia's peach ice cream because by the time we finish the show, I'm always really hungry and ready for dinner. And we have another steak, so I think that's what I'll be going for. Final thoughts. Although we didn't talk about it much, I'm sorry, I ruined the news like 16 times, but I do...
Oh my God!
Oh God, what?
Go ahead with your final thoughts. I'll add it into the final thoughts. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Oh, I know.
Yeah, my bad. I can't. I knew there was one other thing that was really important, and I'm trying to think of it.
Phenomenal addition to Final Thoughts. Actually.
Yes, it will.
And so anyway, I actually like the way they're handling it so far. We'll see. I'm kind of curious if they'll let people keep their Crown Store money. Not really announced yet, as far as I know. I apologize if the sound is funny because I keep backing away from my mic sometimes because I'm not used to. Talking into one or talking at all until I get home. I'm drunk dancing next to you. And
the loot is not playing because I was alt-tabbed. Let me start that back up.
That's fine. That happens to me every time too. But yes, we do need to do another cooking with Dudes and Tamriel. I think Almalexia's peach ice cream is a good way to get back into it. We should also do another drunk episode. Maybe one of these days we can get Slags to get on a webcam and join us, and we need to get Knight's Night back because he's a hilarious.
Yeah, they just yes, the OPcast crew just did a drunk streaming on Friday, I think.
Knights, I know we haven't talked much lately at all, but I know you're still our buddy. You're probably not listening, but I don't care, and I know you're busy, but I also don't care. We're gonna make you do a drunk episode. I think he'll be on board. Anyway, my final thoughts were all over the place because I'm hungry and I'm going to have some steak tacos. So now do it. Your turn.
Okay, so my final thoughts actually include something that I meant to put before the final thoughts, but I'll go ahead and put it in now. We got our first email. Yay!
Yay!
Woo!
Woo!
And it is from Patrick, and it says, oh, I'm so dumb. That is my response to his email, not the actual email. Hold on, let me pull the loot back up. It says, "Hey guys, just watched episode 18 of your show on ElderScrollsOnline.com. Drew said you never once got an email, and I wanted to be the first and possibly only email you two got. Yes,
so far.
yes, so far, and I fully expect that to be the only email we get.
Yeah.
Loved the show. It was cool listening to the lore book being read while the both of you banter back and forth. I like that too. That's one of my favorite parts. Just like reading this email, we're bantering back and forth. Oh, and keep working on the new sound effects. You'll get it down sooner or later. Peace and guar grease. I love that. Peace and guar grease.
That's also a really good one. That's adorable.
I think we nailed it. Nailed it.
Yeah, that was.
So thank you, Patrick, for checking out the show. I hope you are a return customer. And even though we don't really sell anything but crap. And I really appreciate the email. It was really nice to log into the Gmail and see that.
Yeah, that is awesome. Especially, didn't it happen like...
It happened like an hour before the last episode, and I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it until the next day, and so I was like, oh, I'll have to read that on the next one. So thank you for the email, and we hope to get some more emails in the future. Maybe, possibly, probably not. So that actually was a perfect place to put that email, because that leads me into where you can find us. If you would also like to email us and be awesome like Patrick, you can email us at dewsandtamriel@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at dewsandtamriel, or individually, I am at Scarydrew86.
I am at _burials.
You can add us in game. I am at Scarydrew.
I am at Scarydoo.
And you can also find the show posted on YouTube at youtube.com/dewsandtamriel, where you can find this episode and all the priors. And you can also find the show in podcast form on Podomatic, Beyond Pod, iTunes, and Stitcher Radio. Just search Dews and Tamriel, and it will pop up. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dews and Tamriel. Again, I don't really check that a whole lot, but we did get a friend request the other day, and I don't remember who it was. It was Smiter Slag's brother.
Oh, for real? That's awesome.
Yes,
with his
that's who it
sweet
was.
guitars.
Yes.
Shout out again to those.
And I got a kick. I laughed out loud when he, after I confirmed the ad, he messaged me, "What can I do for you? How can I help you?" I was like, "No, I'm not a customer. You added me, actually."
That's hilarious. He probably just forgot. He's like, "Who the fuck are these
Yes. People?" And you can also find us on Google+. That is google.com/+Dews and Tamriel. Yo, you can find us.
You can find us.
You can find a page there. You can't find us there. You can find the Dews and Tamriel page there.
Do not go to youtube.com/AmAlexiusPeach. That is not our page, no matter what Smiter of Slags tells you. And also, shout out to Ramp. Ramp, I'm sorry you're working nights now. I don't even think you listen to the podcast, but I don't care. I'm going to shout out to you every episode because I feel like it. Okay, that's all.
Tell your kids, tell your friends, tell your family, Dews and Tamriel. Sorry.
Is that it?
Yes, that's it. So thank you everybody for coming. Thank you to I already forgot your name. I'm sorry.
Patty something.
Patty Killen.
And Smiter of Slags for joining us.
And thank you to everybody who joins us every week and who doesn't join or listens to the podcast every week.
A couple of you.
Oh, you can find the stream live on every Tuesday at
yes.
I keep forgetting this. I've been forgetting this one a lot lately. At 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, twitch.tv/Dews and Tamriel. Boy, I'm dumb. So that's it. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week in Eidolon's Hollow to defeat the Magistrix Vox.
Go back to your real life.
Pow, 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 pow.
Is that the final word?
Yes.
Are you done? Is it stuck? Is it green wallpaper? Will there be blueberry waffles? Did that guy get reelected? This is all from Slags. He's writing these for me now.
I see how long that is. Keep going.
I'm going to keep going. Can I have my pocket money? Are you Sith? Did the kid on the top bunk die? Should I go back to Walbrook or stay with Charlie Babbitt? Will this stain ever come out? Ooh! Does Stephen Hawking's chronological protection conjuncture unequivocally explain how a closed time-like curve cannot exist within space-time and how the universe will always conspire to destroy it or prevent its existence? Fuck you! I read that perfectly. Will there be free lanyards? I can't believe I got that.
The only problem I have with the second to last part there about Stephen Hawking is you blew your load a little early there. Good luck trying to top that one. That was fantastic.
He says he's written 5 of them as his homework in advance.
That's awesome.
We love you, Slag. We love you, Slags. All we have to do is put on pants. That's it. That's fucking it. I just show up late. Is it off? Is it done? Is it over? Did you turn it?